FBA community, the Asians are team white supremacy. We all know that, right? These people of color, right, that the Democrats tell you to support and champion, they're all team white supremacy. And that's what it shows on this affirmative action group, right? Now, if we're intellectually honest, right, we can admit that affirmative action did not benefit FBA people. It did not. The overwhelming and overarching beneficiaries of affirmative action were white people, specifically white women, right? And you wonder, okay, how did that happen? It's because white people or white supremacists used Dr. King. They used his altruism against him, right? And they manipulated him. They pimped him. They grifted him. And all those other groups became stakeholders of the civil rights legislation that you marched for, that you bled for, right? None of them other groups experienced Jim Crow. None of them other groups experienced what you experienced. Slavery, building the country for free, never compensated. They didn't experience that shit. But yet they were stakeholders of legislation and gains that you fought for, right? So on one hand, it's a good thing. But on another hand, if you look at it in this perspective, the Asians hate you. Because if you look at the Supreme Court ruling, right, it says nothing about gender, and it says nothing about legacy admissions in these schools, these Ivy League schools. It don't say shit about that, right? But it only targets race. It's because the Asians are team white supremacy. They're in tandem with white supremacists. The white supremacists could not just push to end affirmative action because it would be too obvious, right? Right? But they used the quote-unquote model minority Asians to dismantle affirmative action. So all they have to do is say they're minorities too. All black people got to do is study harder, right? All you got to do is study harder. All you got to do is be like the Asians, right? That's what it's all about. Even though all of those white women benefited the most from affirmative action, that was never spoken of. And the legacy admissions was never spoken of, right? It's all to dismantle. This is just the first step of dismantling the gains and the things that black people fought for in America. This is just the first step. And the Asians are on team white supremacy. But that's all I got to say. FBA, let me know what you think. Make sure you drop a comment. Make sure you like. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. As always, I appreciate all the love. And thank you for allowing me to share my views. One love.